Rome, CBS SF AP, Pope Francis became the first pontiff to endorse same-sex civil unions in comments for a documentary that premiered Wednesday, sparking cheers from gay Catholics and demands for clarification from conservatives, given the Vatican's official teaching on the issue. The papal thumbs up came midway through the feature-length documentary, Francesco, which premiered at the Rome Film Festival. The film, which features fresh interviews with the Pope, delves into issues Francis cares about most, including the environment, poverty, migration, racial and income inequality, and the people most affected by discrimination. Homosexual people have the right to be in a family. They are children of God, Francis said in one of his sit-down interviews for the film. You can't kick someone out of a family, nor make their life miserable for this. What we have to have is a civil union law, that way they are legally covered. San Jose State University professor Bob Rucker, who is openly gay and a devout Catholic, was married to his partner in 2014 and called Wednesday's revelation a bombshell. The Pope has sent a shockwave out saying, "Listen, we need to evolve," said Rucker. The Pope knows that the long tradition of centuries of this church slows this process down. And there has to be someone who comes along like himself to say, okay, 2020, we're changing. We're navigating a different route, it still fits within the guidelines, the way the Pope describes it. Now it's up to Catholics, to not be resistant to hearing the Word of God in the year 2020. Gabrielle Antolovich, president of the DeFrank LGBTQ+ Community Center in downtown San Jose, called the announcement unreal. She was raised Roman Catholic but left the church in the 80s. Religion is a complicated issue for the LGBTQ+ community, and many of us have been hurt by the church, said Antolovich. And so a lot of healing has to happen, and to hear the Pope supporting us as part of that healing, and the rest of it has to come in time. San Francisco Archbishop Salvatore Cordileone released this statement, in our Bishop's Region's audience with Pope Francis last January during our ad limina visit. The visit diocesan bishops make every 5 years to the Vatican. The topic of civil unions came up in conversation. The Holy Father clearly differentiated between a civil arrangement which accords mutual benefits to two people, and marriage. The former, he said, can in no way be equated to marriage, which remains unique. I would add that a civil union of this type, one which is not equated to marriage, should be as inclusive as possible, and not be restricted to two people of the same sex in a presumed sexual relationship. There is no reason, for example, why a brother and a sister, both of whom are unmarried and support each other, should not have access to these kinds of benefits.